going to draw these human figure sketches, and I'll be start with the. So we are going to start in few time, and then I'll show you the demonstrate like how you can draw this kind of figure very easy way. So that is the stuff which is I'm going to show you how you can easily quickly you can draw. And
if you want to break into tech, this is your chance. Master School has an online data analytics program that can land you a job in the industry.
So yeah, that is the how you can sketch. Give me some time. I'm just connecting the stuff which I want to connect, and then we can start with the sketching. So yeah, I don't know how you are able to see this stuff which is so you can see this most of the sketches is action sketches, and the people are doing a few activities over here. So you can see this person which I draw very roughly. I can capture the sketcher of each, and I also show you some color sketches which I made it yesterday, and you can see a few vehicles I draw over here, and after that I enhance that the part. I can show you a couple more sketches, and yeah, so the very rough practice is very required. See this one, this sketching I did in some roadside corner where the one person is selling in the morning juice and that stuff. So you can see this few figures are there, and this person is doing cleaning stuff like he's an employee, government employee, and this is the small stall which is below the tree which I have drawn over here. So you can see, and this is some rough planning. So this is one more sketch which I did, which giving the some scenery kind of effect, like the one tree. I just draw first one tree and then I compose this entire sketch, and using some rendering I created the liveness in that sketch. So most of the time I'm adding human figure in the sketch because the mental model, everything we compare based on our proportions. Uh, so if you add any figure in your sketch, so you can give the idea to the viewer like how much this thing is bigger actually. So you can see this tree is very big, and then this tiny figures are here, and you also create the perspective when we use the so that's the way I compose this entire sketch. And you can see this one is also one very rough rough sketches I did, and top of it I used the watercolor to create some interest in that sketch. So I uploaded shorts for this also, like shorts video for YouTube, and you can go and check this video. So now I am going to show you how you can do this kind of so this is also one more sketch which I did in London, and I just roughly draw some line, and you can see there is some watercolor flow which I spread across the papers and then just did some detailing. So here you can see the human figure, incomplete human figure, like how I very roughly draw that, and then how I went to the detailing, doing detailing of this figure. And you can see this, all these sketches is having some movement. This figure or this sketch is not 100% correct. It's a very rough kind of doodles, actually rough doodles, but you can see that mood, that compose, and that action you can easily depict with this all the sketches, which is I try to capture within that short duration of time, because the human figure what is there, that is they won't stand for that much time. Till the time you complete your sketch, that figure is changed, or it is might be decipher from there, that is move out somewhere else. So that's why this kind of live sketching you require very speed to grab that. So this is another watercolor painting. So this is another watercolor painting which I did in from my window. I draw whatever I'm seeing in the down, and there is a house's top view, which is I draw first and then I use the watercolor to do this. For this also I have uploaded. I don't know I uploaded video or not, but soon I'm going to upload the video for this, so you can able to see on. Yeah, so you can see this is the sketch which is uh, just today I made it all these sketches and just so detailed out like little bit more, and you can see the human actions over there, like how I capture grab all the actions, like this person is doing some activity, this person is doing, they are just standing using some different cloths and drapery. I try to see, this is I want to show the and now you can see this sketch. I try to grab his age, attitude, mood, and his body posture over here. But this is the actually this not complete drawing itself. Like you can't able to see his face, but it is proportionately I try to complete to grab that entire mood. So especially this kind of drawing you require to for improve your drawing skill set, and you will feel happy once you do this kind of sketching. So academic level, the uses of this to for memory drawing, and professional level this used for the animation industry, storyboard industry, 3D modeling, and all this stuff. Actually, if you want to do or pursue your career in that industry, so definitely you need to do lot of sketches. Again, we come to the same, like this I shown you sometime before, these vehicle sketches, how I did and just use the watercolor to enhance that sketch. So you need to keep doing experiment for. So let's start. I'll start with the fresh page, so you will get to know how you can draw this. So this is some practice I just shown, or my friend came today, so he just did his himself some drawing here. But this, yeah. So now you can see this blank, clean paper over here, and we are going to start with the sketch from this area where. So see, now the figure which I am drawing, I'm drawing from my imagination, but you no need to actually. So you can always keep some reference photographs, or you can go to the actual spot and so first of all you just need to add some line of action with the depict that particular human figure. So I'm doing that, and so it calls sticky figure actually. You can see I with that lines I try to complete this one pose with this human figure, and just we are going to add more little more detail. So this is face I'm to do now. You can see this is his neck, and this is his cloth what he is wearing. Now you can see it's I'm drawing his hand. So what I'm doing, the whatever the line of action I have draw over there in the background, on top of it I'm doing the detail. Very easiest way I'm showing how you can quickly grab that human figure over there. Just I did lot of live sketching. After that I develop my visual memory, and I'm able to do this figure by imagination. So that's why I'm requesting you also, like first you need to do a lot of live sketching. And always add the shadow in the ground actually, which will give the dimension to your figure. So it will be complete figure once you add the shadow. And this kind of rendering, like shadow part, if you add in your figure, and don't think about the very perfect drawing over here, because at the end you are doing practice, and that practice you should not think like your all the drawing will come correct, because practice is for that to make you more and more perfect. See, now just I'm adding the drapery on top of it. So because I did the study of clothing and all, in live, lot of railway station where you will get lot of gather peoples over there, or any bus stop you need to go for the sketching, or any corner of your street. In India it is like you can get lot of people sitting in the bench and also. Then you can just grab their movement quickly, and that moment if you just put this line of action also fine, and once you back to the home then you can do more detailing on top of it. So this is I learn in these techniques I learn in when I was doing animation course, and it helped me a lot actually to improve my visualization. So you can see very quickly we have a draw. Now we will just touch to watercolor. So you can see one action figure which I draw in the previous page. So this person is bending and doing some activity. So for bend, what I did actually I used the box perspective. Then his hand I draw over here. You can use that sticky figure techniques also over here. So you can see this person is bending and forcefully doing some over here, and that you can see the perspective. So you can see you can draw his one leg is very back. This is hand actually, and just to detail out his hand. I guess I'm doing that hand detailing part over here, and it might be some bowl which you want to. This is completely top of his head, and then this is his little bit back you are able to see, and then this part is going in perspective, and then we can draw the leg over here because you cannot able to see this areas detailing actually. So I put this one leg is too much back, and this is the second leg which is high hand actually, but just we'll put this leg over here. So if you imagine this perspective this way, then we can, as I told you, like just add some shades and light in your sketch. So it will give some dimension to your sketch actually. So now we almost completed one, two, three figures. So I'll show you a couple of more figures over here, and then we'll move to the watercolor. Now I'm going to quickly do this two, three figure. So this time I am using 3/4 side view to for this figure. So whatever I'm thinking, I think in mind like which view I need to draw first, and based on that I'm just so if you have any doubt related to sketching, drawing, you can put in the comment box, and definitely I'll reply on it, or if possible I can try to make. Or even our live session, I'll answer that query or questions, which is if you want to know about it related to anything about the drawing, sketching. So I've been doing this sketching around more than 10 years or 15 years, like continuously, not continuously, on and off in between, but regularly, at least month I do like 4 to 5 days practice of the sketching. Some, if sometimes I'll do it daily also. So that is the way you need to keep your practice if you want to. So you can see this figure, I have not put that much of detail, very. So you need to draw this kind of incomplete figure also sometime. It will create more and more interest. It is very rapid, quick, and just grabbing that posture over here. So what I'll do, I'll whenever I draw on location, I just put this line only, this much line. Not completed. This is also just grabbing that action, this figure, and then we'll draw two figures in, and then we'll just detail out this, and then we'll touch to the water. This is little bit dynamic action I try to draw over here for this human figure. uh, I don't know how it will come, like sometime I also do the lot of mistakes, but that is the way we learn actually, like don't afraid of doing this, because you need to make your hand, you need to make your hand more and more free, and need to build your visual memory, which is very much required to do this kind of sketches. You can see I just added few lines, and you can see the perspective. Actually, this figure is looking into front, and this is his two hands, and this is his head, which is he just going up, and this is going this way, this is coming this way. So these lines, dynamic lines, create more interest in your sketch actually. So this one last figure we can draw over here, and then we can finish this sketch. So I draw this backside view of this person, and just I'm giving some sticks in his hand because I want to show this person is old and walking toward to the opposite side of the our camera view. See, this figure is almost done. So you can see this entire sketches is not 100% correct, but I try to grab. So I think every figure we draw around under 1 minute or 1.5 minute or 2 minute actually. I think less than one. I think so. So it call 1 minute sketch, but if you take more time also fine, but don't take more than 5 minutes. So especially this kind of sketches, rapid sketch, and the where you want to do the more human sketching practice. So if you try to complete your sketch under like 1 to 2 minutes, so within that 30 minute of slot you will draw more figure. See, the purpose is here to study the human actions and the uh, what I could say, quickly grabbing the overall proportion. So just adding few detail lines, and then our figure is completed. So you see the how I draw the first, just added very loose lines actually, very loose line with the few action details. There is a specially called line of action, so I will make some video on line of action also, like how you can use this line of action technique. You can see almost completed this sketch. Every sketches is almost done. So we'll go to the watercolor now, and we will apply the watercolor now on. So the palette is here, and we will start with this first human figure sketch. I don't know in camera how much you are able to see. I just want to show you the palette, color, and everything. So keep little bit this, so he will be able to see more view of this stuff. I think this is better. This is better, I think so. Now you are able to see the palette brush. So this is brush I'm using. This is a normal brush which I bought this in from Pune. So this is local shop in Pune, Trimurti Traders. So they make their own branding, and you can buy the Brusto and other brushes also. That is also available. And so here also I'm keeping my, the coloring is very loose and not going to be do that much of detailing for the each and every sketch. And I'm also adding the in background also some little bit watercolor patch, because that is creating more interest in our figure, so it will give the depth. For watercolor, you need to use handmade paper, but since this is our sketchbook, so I'm using normal sketchbook thick paper. So there is a other watercolors, like this is the watercolor which I'm using. It is artist watercolor, artist camel watercolor. But in market now the very lot of imported watercolor is also available. And whenever you do the watercolor, the more advantage is like quickly you can mix the multiple color, and you can use that the watercolor. So this is like whatever I am doing, adding some watercolor. This is just to create more interest in our sketch. That is the purpose actually. If you skip these steps also fine, but I feel this is more interesting to present our sketch also. Like your things has to be more presentable. You can see just I'm adding in background only, not still I haven't started to do detailing more on the figure, just in adding some backgrounds. And just creating more and more interest in our background. So here I using this flow method to give that And whenever there is a light, you in watercolor we are keeping the white paper as it is, so that you need to keep in your mind. Which area you need to keep it highlight, so that you need to always keep you should not add any watercolor on top of it. Or if you add also fine, but use very faint color, use more water in that and just add that. So from this line we will start doing some more detailing on the figure. So what I'm doing, shadow and light only, just try to play with that, not more detail of that, because see, I want dark color, and watercolor we not using black, but the sketch very little touch of black I'm using. So lot of artists is so you can use both the method. So that's the way we need to do this practice actually. This will help you to in memory drawing where you are using this watercolor effectively. So if you do this kind of practice first for a 1 minute sketch, and then you turn into a drawing. And watercolor, the first level you need to go with the very light colors, use more water and use the light color applications with the flow first, and then next stage you can move to for the patch method, which is the you have a more control on that stage. So that also I'll show you once. So the quickly completing our the sketches, or quickly filling the background and everything with the depictive color, like depicting some depth and all stuff in the background. We, see, I have added this stuff over here for now, and I'm leaving lot of empty part because I want to show the lights over here in this figure. So here in this figure, first I use the application on the figure watercolor. Now in the next stage, what I will do, I when you want to take out this figure from this background, you need to give more prominent to that. Either you add it in the more dark shades in the background, or you can add more dark inside your character. You need to play, if you background you use the light colors, so you make it your figure more using more dark applications of watercolor, so that will give more dimension to your think we are very much completed, I think. So just to doing this two figure, I'll take this little bit close over here and so simply I'm taking the color shades and applying on top of it now to, so that's why your sketches is strong. So after that you need to put little less effort to complete your, so in the sketch only I try to capture more and more detail. Now we'll move to the patch method. So the first figure which we draw on the top, now as I told you, the patch method you have more control because you not on the on top of it. I'm using very dark color to complete his hand and leg. Not for all the figure, but few figure I'll do this, and then we will. So I want to show the shadow part on this figure. So I'm using more and more dark. Wherever there is a shadow, I'm using more dark to that, which I told you, like if you use this kind of way to complete your figure, and this part is totally light actually, full light is here, so I'm not adding anything in that area, just it's, so you can see the light is coming here, and then we completed this figure. I have not detail out any face details over there. I think you are not able to see. I have just checked the camera. It is going out of the camera. Now you can see, I think. Okay. Now I'll repeat the process in this figure so you will understand more better in this. So the as usual, like first thing we are going to complete hand. We'll just adding some dark wherever there is a shadow, dark patches over here. It's like very harsh light, sunlight is come on top of it. one more level we will do the detailing there, where we just going to add the outlines. So I'm showing over here, he has wear the red color dress. This is a more shadow part, so I'm just going to add more and more detail in this dark color in this area. This is his hair, so I made it little dark. So in third stage, I'll show you the lines outline or some few line stroke detail, like how you can use to create. So that's why I'm showing the multiple example, like not only one drawing one figure and showing you, so you will get the correct understanding. And with live video, so you can get to know the timings and everything, like how much time I spend to draw. It is like, so we have not used this color at yellow ochre, so I just want to use this for this figure. So just see, I just putting some few color stroke over there, like not applying too much. Just adding patch, like as I told you in the shadow, this hand I'm showing this kind of shadow over there. This part is, so you can also follow along with me when I do the practice, because that is the motivation, like the to me also, like, so my I have the Instagram handle also, so there also drawing review of drawing for, you can go and check. So this is the, we are in patch method now. So how you can do the detail with patch method, that I'm showing. So first thing with the sketching figure, this video is available for you to my YouTube channel after this live session. So anytime you can go and check the video, like what are the steps I follow, and you can do the practice. Because here this figure just want to add some shade and lights. So after this we'll move to the third phase of this sketch, like where I told you like how you can do the outline. Yeah, we almost good now. So just adding few shadow on this figure, and then we to go to the third level. Even though this level also you feel our sketch is almost complete, it's not like see how I added the background. If you do figure first also fine, then you can add this kind of background. And then watercolor, you should not keep anything very harsh, you just make it all the things uh, merge to each other, so that hardness will go, then you painting look very soft. Good. And now, as I told you, we will move to the outline phase. For that I'm using dark red brown, which using some very dark color. So because outline phase is that like I need to very suggested, should not do the full outline actually. Use the outline phase only the few areas, and try to use the smaller brush to do this kind of outline. And see, you just need to paint across all the paper actually, should not focus in the detail do in only one part of your painting. So you see, I applied first color, actually. So this I'm using my mobile broadband stuff, which is little bit slow, but soon you will get good video. I'm just, yeah. Mm, this outlines phase you need a patience, because very carefully, not carefully, but just do focus and do the outline actually. To this time you can try to cover the some drawing mistakes or try to complete your sketch. See, really, some small brush stroke is very give more depth to your sketch, and you do the more practice of this. So three stages we've gone through. First is adding some quickly flow and grabbing that color and completing our uh, first level of application. Second, we move to the patch method, and third, we are in outline. Slowly we will move to the memory drawing. I will show you how you can convert the sketches to memory drawing. The memory drawing subject is most of the student feel, because I know it's a difficult subject and it's check your ability, like how you observe, how you sketch and depict that scene. And if you go with right method, definitely you will achieve very good band or score in that memory drawing actually. And it is basically when you give the elementary intermediate exam, so that is one of the important subject is memory drawing, and where a lot of student are struggle. So that's it, this outline also done, and we are good to go. And I'll just post this my video, the small glance video on the Instagram channel also. So I just thanks for watching, and if you are feel it is valuable for you, to please subscribe my channel and hit that like button, so you will get the notification when I'll go the live and when I upload any video. So, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.